So I just want to share this to you before the Jade Shadows update. We all know the details on how digital extremes will rework statuses like Blast and Cold, and as you know, I am a big sucker with new build variations. I just want to share with you some amazing builds that I am really excited to try out in the upcoming big update in Warframe. The first one is a Thermal Sundergas Prime build. For those who have been watching me for years, then you know that I'm more of a fan with my Weapon Master Gas build. This is just a simple Nourish build with max duration and some power strength. The high duration gives huge boost to the buffs from the Warframe's Redline ability. With the increased reload speed and fire rate, this build pairs well with any meta weapons, such as the Incarnate Torrid or even the Latum, and it just melts enemies in seconds. In addition, Gas Prime has insane survivability with his kinetic plating, and I pair it with Quick Thinking plus Molt Reconstruct to further increase the survivability. In Steel Path and beyond, kinetic plating will get hit by high damage more often, hence allowing you to regenerate energy to take full advantage of Quick Thinking. And then with one cast of any of my abilities, I can then get health back with the Molt Reconstruct Arcane. However, I think it's time to try a new and more popular build for Gauss Prime when the Jade of Shadows update hits Warframe. Thermal Sunder will be great, and it will be more powerful with Gauss Prime with the upcoming rework on Blast status. So basically, Thermal Sunder can take advantage of two reworks. One is the Cold Proc status rework, but I don't think it will be beneficial for Gauss Prime given that he has Redline that can freeze enemies. For a Subsume build, then it might be beneficial since at max stack, you can freeze targets with your favorite Warframe without the Redline buff. For the Thermal Sundergas Prime, it will be busted because remember that you can combine Heat and Cold to form Blast, and do remember that the blast damage that Gas Prime deals also will strip the armor of enemies. With no armor, enemies will be susceptible to the explosive damage of Blast in the Jade Shadows update. Just imagine you doing Thermal Sunder and blasting enemies with the ability, then you kill enemies with Blast, which will then trigger another blast damage, or enemies receive the full blast stack, which will also trigger another blast damage. Think of the insane nuking capability that Thermal Sundergas Prime will have, and I'm definitely ready for it with this build. As you can see, this is an efficiency build perfect for the Thermal Sunder setup. Take note that low duration will also allow you to get maximum redline fast, and with this duration in my Thermal Sunder build, you will have enough time to take full advantage of the 100% redline bonus, which makes Thermal Sunder freeze enemies, while using Cold, increase the damage on Heat, and strip all their armor when you deal Blast. It's really a great Thermal Sunder build in my opinion, and I can't wait to nuke and run in the upcoming Jade of Shadows update. Another thing that I like to discuss is how busted melee influence will be in the upcoming Jade of Shadows update. Now, I know you are tired of seeing this, so forgive me for making Sarah an example again for this video, as I think this Warframe will be more potent in the upcoming Jade of Shadows update. Since we can deal toxin damage also, and this toxin is a separate instance, it adds to the overall DPS of the Warframe, making her more potent and deadly. In addition to this, Saren can also provide separate corrosive stacking through her Spores ability, or by using the Venom Dose augment and imbuing corrosive on your weapons. Then you can also add the Nourish ability to imbue viral in your weapon. So what I'll be using in the Jade Shadows update is the combination of the Prisma Oma modded with Blast and the innate electricity to proc the spread of melee influence. Then I get Corrosive from Spores or Venom Dose, Viral from Nourish, and Toxin from Toxic Lash. With a 2 Emerald Archon Shard that can fully strip the armor of enemies, the explosive damage of Blast will be more potent, along with the bonus damage given by Viral and the damage over time of Toxin. Now, I am using Blast combination as a defensive strategy for Saren, as melee influence can spread the Blast status and stacking it to max, decreasing the accuracy of those enemies shooting guns. It's a great survivability tool when paired with shield gating mechanic and the aggro control of Molt ability. But after the Jade of Shadows update, the Blast synergy for Saren will be more offensive, and I am still excited about how much damage this Warframe can deal with the amount of offensive arsenal she can get from elements. The final build is something I saw in the comments section in my recent video about Warframes that will get buffed with the Cold status rework. This was suggested by Sniper, and it involves Mesa with the upcoming Cold rework. So basically, I have the same concept in my Mesa build, but I am using a Corrosive and Heat on his Peacemaker paired with the Viral from Nourish. This is potent with the secondary outburst and Incarnate Ceramic Dagger with initial combo that grants additional critical chance. Then add some Topaz Archon Shard for a more critical chance, and you will hit those red crit numbers easily. The good thing is I can easily replace the Peacemaker build with Cold and Corrosive, and this adds a bit of survivability through crowd control. With the freeze mechanic, it gives Mesa another source of survivability, and do remember that frozen targets by Cold stacking does receive increased critical damage. With the high critical chance we have on our Peacemaker, we can stack Cold fast on on targets to help us also increase the DPS of our aimbot Mesa. There are tons of exciting combos, new builds, and farmable items that gives more power to our current builds in the upcoming Jade of Shadows update. I'm really glad that Digital Extremes are shaking the meta once again and creating some epic changes to the way we play the game. I hope that they will continue this in the future, and I'm praying that Puncture and Impact will get some love soon. Before leaving, please help us by simply liking the video and sharing your thoughts in the comments section below. This will be a big help for us, and if it's not a bother to you, then might as well subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell so you will get updated on our latest uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you again in our next video. Squad Leader, signing off.